In today's video, challenge yourself by making a short speech. Remember, if you want to get better, it's important to practice.
Hello, I'm Eric. I hope you're doing well. And if you're looking for a good way to practice English, then this video might be good for you. Actually, this speaking practice video was made for anyone who's preparing to take the TOEFL English test. But really, I think any English learner who just wants to get better could use this kind of practice. In these videos, there are many interesting questions, and by considering a variety of different questions, you get good exercise for your brain and a lot of good experience. Today's question will feel familiar. Everybody has experienced feeling tired when they have to attend class, work on a difficult project, or take an important test. Try to remember what you did in that situation when you consider today's question. Anyway, if you're ready, let's take a look.
Speaking practice. Number 5. Here's today's question. You have an exam tomorrow, but lately you've been too busy to prepare enough. You can either stay up late to study going sleepless, or just study less and get a full night's sleep. Which will you choose? This question includes the expression going sleepless. Usually I say going without sleep, but it's the same thing. It means not sleeping when you usually sleep. If this question is on the TOEFL, it's an independent speaking question. You have to explain which choice you prefer, and you'll only have 15 seconds to prepare. Then your task is to speak continuously for 45 seconds without hesitating, including lots of good ideas. So, do you want to try? What would you say if you had to answer this question? You can try it on your own, and then, when you're ready, let's take a look at the example answer. Example answer. I would prefer to study less and get a full night's sleep because, as a good student, I attend classes and read a little every day, so I should be ready for a test at any time. I know that many people may say that it's impossible to sleep before a test anyway, because they worry too much if they don't review. But I think that the most important thing is to feel alert and fresh during an exam. When I was in junior high school, I was terrible at taking tests. Many times, I answered simple questions wrong because I was tired from lack of sleep. For example, once I couldn't remember the name of the president. So finally, I realized I must avoid feeling drowsy to perform at my best.
Okay, so what did you think about today's model answer? When I ask this question to students, I usually get about 50% who would rather stay up all night studying, and about 50% who would prefer to go to bed early so they can feel fresh during the test. For me personally, there's a big difference between my abilities when I'm feeling tired and when I'm feeling awake and fresh. So there's really only one way I could answer. For a question like this, you might have a lot of ideas, but 45 seconds is not a lot of time. So when you practice, you have to think about focusing everything you say on the main idea. Your speech has to be well organized. And to be able to speak in a well-organized way every time, you have to follow a similar pattern every time you practice. So, in the next part of today's presentation, we're going to get a little bit of advice about that.
Speaking pattern. To be a great speaker, like this guy, you need to practice a lot. But it's best to practice the right way, and that means you should follow a good pattern. Start by clearly expressing your preference, and give a reason that's easy to understand. It's good to talk about the opposing preference, if you can, because it makes your speech stronger. And finally, give more reasons with many details and examples. Do all this well, and you'll get a good result. Here's how the pattern looks over today's model answer. Clearly say your preference using a complete sentence, a clear introduction. Then give a reason. For the TOEFL, you don't have much time, so anything is okay. Just say the first thing that comes into your mind. Then, if you can, try to talk about the opposing preference. It helps me get ideas and improves my imagination. Then, for the rest of the time, you have to speak giving details and examples. In this case, I spoke a little about my personal experience taking tests in junior high school. So the first half of an answer like this is very well organized, giving the speech clear topic development. And the second half continues sounding fluently, which shows automaticity. These are important points for the graders of the TOEFL, so please think about this. Keywords. Here are the keywords for this topic: get enough sleep or stay awake studying on the night before a test. Review. Review actually means to look at something again, and for students, it means read the text after a lesson and again before the test. So in class, your teacher gives you a lesson, then you go home and look over the text again by yourself, trying to remember and really understand what the teacher said. Then, finally, you take the test. This is called reviewing. Alert. Alert is a good word to study because students usually think it just means warning. But in this case, it means feeling awake and ready to do anything, full of energy. The opposite is drowsy. The students who are falling asleep in class are feeling drowsy, but the students who get plenty of sleep are feeling alert. That's how you should feel when you have to take a test. Perform. This word doesn't just mean acting. This word is used to mean to do something that requires skill and that is part of a competition, that is being judged. Whether it's playing basketball, playing the violin, or giving a presentation, you have to perform at your best, do your best, to get a good result. Next question. So don't give up. Keep practicing. To start, try the question for the next video. Here it is. Some students think it's good to choose their future career before entering university. Others think it's good to take some classes before choosing their future career. Which do you prefer? If you get plenty of sleep and try this question on your own, I'm sure you can perform at your best, and success will be yours.
All right, nice ending. Well, like I said, Today's question was pretty simple, but if you don't practice a lot, you won't be able to do your best. That's why I recommend watching all these videos and practicing with me. Be sure to watch the next video. There are many more coming, and all the questions are very interesting, I think. Also, I know that everyone who watches these videos must have different ideas about how to answer the question. And that's really good. There isn't just one way to answer these questions. So please, leave a comment below. I'm sure it will start an interesting conversation, and it will help other students like you. And if you thought this question was helpful or interesting, please push the like button, subscribe to my channel, and tell your friends and classmates to watch as well. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Thank you.